Curtis said LL still got it in.
Yeah, LL
Bro, he was just on the sway going crazy.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
I'm not expecting nothing less, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick a bone with LL in a minute though. Let me see. But she said I love LL. Hope he has a renaissance this summer. He said, never mind, it's my phone. Mike said, some people just don't get it, and the fans are always screaming from the peanut gallery. That is a fact.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Hell yeah.
Curtis said, we still hear you. And then what I think about we're gonna get into the Young Thug case. That'll be the very next thing we talk about.
You know what? The jump on what you're talking about, the writers. When you have mostly any artist, there aren't too many Busta Rhymes and shit out there where every song you don't know what he's gonna come with.
Yeah.
For the most part with hip hop, most artists have their same thing going on.
Sound.
That's what they do. Whether you talk about Fabulous or you talk about MOP, you talk about, like
anybody,
most of the time, that's their thing. Like, that doesn't exclude Eminem, even though I think Eminem got various amount of flows. But as artists, we will get into our hits we're uncomfortable with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, everybody's got something.
And that particular beat, it almost sounded like an Eminem beat, low key. I think Eminem might have did the beat. It sounded like an Eminem beat, right?
I don't know if he made it, but I'm saying it's more geared towards Eminem flow, that technical difference. Right. You know what I mean?
And LL's smart. He's like, yo, I gotta come back and make noise with this. What's gonna make more noise than not only an Eminem verse, a beat by Eminem, and me and them spitting on it, going back and forth. Now I said something. This might be a little bit blasphemy. You know me. This is what I do. But I was saying, I don't know if I said this last week on this show, that I thought LL put the wrong single out.
Oh yeah. Not you were saying you.
Did I say it last week on this show?
You put it on the chat
too.
Okay.
Basically saying that, but
you put it on the chat, but we.
I know what you meant. Like I know what you meant. Like you was just expecting more of a.
No, I don't want to use the word expect more because people say that when they like kind of low key saying it wasn't good. I expected more. No, I think so. For LL to not have released nothing in God knows, right?
Yeah.
An article said he ain't released nothing in 11 years. It feels longer than that. Like he put an album out called Authentic. Me and Dale looked it up. Dale found out that he had an album called Authentic in 11 years ago. Okay. Do the math on that. What's that? 20? That's 13.
13. Yeah.
He did. Nobody who remembers that. I don't remember nothing from that album.
Yeah, me neither.
But apparently LL dropped the joint, and I don't know nothing on the album. Probably not. It's probably Exit 13 or something. But I heard two things today. LL, I read an article, and I might just pull up the article. The LL said he don't make good albums. He's never said that before. I read it today. He said, I don't make good albums. I was like, wow, he is admitting that. He's admitting that. I'm about to pull that up.
Basically, his albums are sold off of his singles. Is that what
he said? He make crazy joints within them albums.
I see. I can see what he's saying because a lot of his albums were like, yeah.
But then you had them singles, like them 2-3 singles where it's like, all right, this is gonna sell the album type of shit.
Like the I'm Bad album, the Mama Said Knock You Out album, hands down were his masterpieces to me.
Yeah, okay. So
I wasn't mad at that Phenomenon album either. I wasn't mad at that album.
Phenomenon?
Yeah, that thing like a phenomenon. I was thinking that era of LL.
So I'm gonna find that article in a minute. I saw it a little earlier where he said I don't make good albums, but he came back with that Saturday Night Special produced by Q-Tip because Q-Tip is going to produce the whole album, and the song has Rick Ross and Fat Joe. Y'all heard it, right?
I heard it. I didn't mind that song.
Yeah, it's not a bad song. It's the beat, and I listened to it again today. The beat is crazy. Like the beat is crazy.
You know what? It sounds like a Rick Ross type of beat to me.
It sounds better than a Rick Ross type. That joint, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's
Rick,
you're right.
I
can see what you're saying, but this joint sound like a low key, low end theory. It sound like some Tribe back Midnight Marauder, some B-side joint, or like something that they didn't release. Like the beat is so crazy. Like this beat is so crazy. But I took issue. My only problem with it is the subject LL told to spit on there. He chose to spit about a random drug dealer that always pay him back, always keep your word. Oh, it's dope, but not for a single. To me, that's a B-side, that's a filler cut, that's an album cut. And if we ain't heard from you in all these years, we need an anthem. Your first joint gotta be an anthem to me. Now he could be playing the long game because he got this Eminem joint to cut. He probably got features that
he definitely
the joint gonna have major features.
Definitely gonna have a record for the ladies,
right? So maybe he just threw it out. Maybe he threw. I'm gonna take it like this. He threw it out to wet the whistle, right? But if he threw that out as like this, because he got a video and everything. He got Rick Ross and Fat Joe. The song is tight. What I was telling people, everybody in all the chats. I'm in the chats with Dale and y'all and everybody's like, nah, I like the song. Even my brother-in-law, all these different people that don't even listen to LL, don't even listen to hip hop like that. They're like, I like the song. I'm like, listen, the song is not bad, but you're gonna forget that song. That song is forgettable. It to me, it's like it's one of them songs you're gonna be like, that's cool. Like, oh, I like it, but you're not gonna bump that. You're not gonna go play that again. You're gonna play it once or twice as a novelty record. That's not a big record, right? So it's like L to me. I think L kind of stumbled with that release.
So what I think you're saying is this: it's like Lil Wayne dropping a Millie, like, I mean, like a big record.
Right, a Millie's a big record.
A big record.
A big record. So what? See, this is my problem with LL dropping that particular song because it's such a good. It's so hip hop. It's so pure. He said he was doing an album pure hip hop. He said, I don't want it to be, I'm not doing this for sales. I understand that. But when Tribe dropped Midnight Marauders, right? Mm-hmm. Guess when I heard the first song from that on the radio? They said, we got a new song by Tribe called Quest. It's called Award Tour. Yep. We on a award tour with Muhammad, my man. The catchiest shit ever, right? That joint to this day is a classic single because it's the banger, right? And that whole album banged from beginning. It's a classic album, but that they picked the perfect song that you can remember. The chorus is catchy. It's a bop. You know what I'm saying? This joint LL guy is dark. It's about drug dealers and like in the streets and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Fat Joe and Rick Ross verse is just they regular kind of verses. LL's verse is not about himself. LL's verse is about some random drug dealer in the hood that. It's a story joint. And you know how we always talking about they don't tell stories no more, and I get it. He told a story, but at the same time, you can't just tell stories on your first single out. But let me get to these comments. Curtis cussing me out in the comment. Curtis is cussing me out. I see the comments right here. Let me see. I'm gonna start up here because he going nuts. All caps and everything. It was geared toward both with the beat switch. You seen LL shine. Then Side Dog said,
Eminem joint, he said.
Oh no, okay, the LL. Then LL.
That's LL and M.
Oh my bad. LL was back with them. That's back then. That's why I think they did the track. And then it said he released the track, The Force. And then
Smith, I am at Mr. Smith too. Yeah.
Katie said, I think it's important for LL to show that he can rap. I don't want to hear LL doing Rich Baby Daddy with Sexy Red, which he probably will at some point. Curtis was questioning, was it Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith is mad years old. Mr. Smith, damn near 20 years old.
I think Curtis was asking me, do we think Mr. Smith was a good album?
No, I think he was saying, what's the last album that he.
Oh, okay. Right.
He said LL has always been promoted well. Michael Brown said that. Then this one, Curtis goes nuts. He said, nope, you're wrong, Charles. This was a cautionary tale. He's screaming at me. He said, you got to listen again. I disagree.
I like it, though. I thought it was a genius move to get Rick Ross and Fat Joe on it.
Miss Diva in the building.
That was smooth. Shout out Miss Diva. Was popping.
What up?
Miss Diva, hi, Miss Diva.
That's like him doing the record back in the day with Red and all of them DMX and that.
Bro, I think so. Everybody think I'm not. Everybody think I don't like the song because I keep telling everybody I'm like, I like the song, bro. But I don't think it's a first good. We haven't heard from you in years. I don't think you need to be doing no cautionary tale about a random drug dealer. That's not your fan base. Don't look for you for that. LL Cool J gets played on right now. When you play throwback 90s, LL Cool J is thrown in there. Throwback 80s, 90s. His song, he got some big giant records. His radio station, when you go on your Spotify and you put LL radio station, his records are big records. His fans expect big records. So I don't think that's a big enough record for an LL comeback. Now, I know he got other joints and he probably going to drop something on my head and I'll be like, oh, man, now that's crazy. But I think that record is a filler. Yeah.
Charles going to be in a group chat like, this is crazy.
I just thinking about it. I don't want to get assassinated by the hip hop crowd.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say.
What?
Hello, I think this is a big record for LL. I'll be honest with you.
You
It got.
You think so?
And right now, it's Fat
Why?
Joe
Because of
and
Rick
Rick
Ross?
Ross on it.
Right,
They're all
right.
fairly old school to this point. Rick Ross
Right,
being
right.
the newest one.
They're all doing.
But
Rock
Rick Ross and Fat Joe, when they drop shit, Miami stands up.
Facts.
You know what I
Facts.
mean? So I can look back at LL's catalog. I can't think of too many like, yo, this is that anthem he dropped. Like,
All right, so let's talk about it then. Let's talk about all of his singles.
Like I can say in my lifetime, I think Booming Systems was anthem right there.
Yo, that was
Mama
smacking.
Said Knock You Out.
You gonna prove my point.
What-
You
no,
gonna
we're
prove
in
my
the
point.
80s. No, I'm about to go on a timeline. We're going back to the 80s. In the mid 80s to the late 80s in 1990. As we kept going, it was like hey lover, hey love, would you? And then we went to like shit like Phenomenon and 4 3 2 1. It was just hot joints.
All right, so this is a list. I got this looks like 10 of LL Cool J singles.
Yep.
Mama Said Knock You Out.
Number one.
Doing it well. That's a big record. That's gonna rock any party right now. As a matter of fact, you in the club, Flizzy, right now, and you hear
First, if I hear that, I gotta make sure which version I'm hearing.
you know it ain't the other one.
Yo,
You know what it
even
is.
Nicki Minaj got a new version of that.
Nobody
right?
plays that. Nobody plays
but
that.
it all starts the same way. Dun, 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 dun. So you be like, oh,
No. You gonna know it when you hear make it large, Big Daddy. Let me scream your name. Yo, you gonna be like that club gonna go. They gonna be sweating, Joe. They gonna be sweating, going nuts. That's an anthem. That's what I'm talking about. Now let me keep it moving. I Need Love. Now this is early 80s. Nobody had done that yet. Even right now, hold up, Fliz. You've been in the club for 3 hours. The club about to close in 20 minutes.
Yep.
It's the last couple songs we about to close,
Yep.
and you hear. When I'm alone in my room, them girls gonna start hugging, like, yo, they're gonna be like, oh my God, this is my joint. That record's still big. Well, yeah, they might be.
The old chicks are gonna be
They
like
might
that.
be.
But you flash in the club now, that means everybody there's 50.
They're like, yo.
But yeah, no, a lot of young nieces and them, they know them songs. But listen, let me keep another one. Hey lover, hey lover. That's a big.
joint.
It's a big record.
That's not an anthem type joint.
It's a big record though,
Big record.
and that he didn't release that first.
We're not debating
Boys
hits.
and Men's on that record too, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's Boys to Men.
Yeah.
But put it like this: that got a better chance to be a hit than the joint he just dropped.
For different reasons, because Boys to Men are on the end of its era. But no, I'm saying.
Hey Love was a big
No,
record,
I'm
right?
saying, we're not debating his hits. You said it's not the anthem you want to hear. LL don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he do. I think
He
Hey Love was a big hit.
Yeah,
Flizzy.
it's a big hit. I agree with you.
Love You Better.
Hey,
Look at the
Love You Better is another record. That
Yeah, look at the list though.
Love You Better is
How's
2002.
that one go? Sing that one.
Baby, smile today.
Oh yeah.
Cause I'm ratchet in the more ways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love you
I
better.
got you,
And he
I got
came
you.
with that.
I know.
That's when LL was out of the game
Yeah.
completely. And
He
that's when
came
I think
right
that's
back
off the
with
go.
that.
Ain't that off the go?
That was the first single.
And that joint was a monster.
Yeah.
That joint was a
Look at
monster.
that. You got a roundaway girl.
Lounging. Who
Around the
do
Way
you
Girl
love?
was
I
crazy.
wanna lounge with you. You
Yeah.
for sure. I'm Bad was big for its time. That's like 85.
Yeah.
Like we can't even.
That
That's
was
not,
88,
I'm sorry. 88.
88,
Head Sprung is questionable, but he tried.
That's a hit song, but it's not a to me.
Right.
Like,
It's a hit record, like overseas or something, but it's a hit record, right?
No,
I
no,
get
no, hold on.
It's a
I
pop
love
record.
that song. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
pop record.
I
That's the
love
only
hits.
reason it's better.
Get the
It's a
head.
big record.
I was
It's a
bad.
Yes, because Tim did the beat.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
I was
banging that
defending that
song,
song.
bro.
People was like, "What is this, L?"
Yo.
But I defended it.
Yo, no,
And the video was crazy too. That was
let's
one of
not,
the
let's
$1 million
not act
videos.
like LL ain't nice.
No,
Like,
he's nice.
Maybe I'm,
But that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
OG. No, I'm saying LL is nice. I'm not taking that. He's one of my favorite rappers of all times, period. I think he's one of the top GOATs. You can't.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about as far as like when he drops a song, does hip hop take that?
Now,
there ain't. I don't think.
that you,
hip-hop takes
yeah,
that
I can name this song right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip hop was like,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1 is one of the.
That stopped hip hop, bro.
That did. I can agree with that.
And then that led
But
to
not the
battle,
Hey
guys.
Lovers and the. I
That led
Love
to
You
the
Better.
battle. That led to the infamous battle.
Yeah, that led to the iconic moment in hip hop.
Yeah.
Right, but we can't take away because they girl joints that they didn't move hip hop.
Oh no,
Around the Way, Girl.
Yes, that
Yeah.
Around
That
the Way
move
Girl
hip-hop?
was an
Yeah.
anthem.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. And once again, another LL comeback moment was the jiggling, baby. That changed hip hop. That changed hip hop. That dude, because right now you gotta remember. Now I'm gonna set the scene. When L right before he dropped that, LL was completely washed up. The entire hip hop game was moved on past LL. I saw LL. He had ended up on the episode of Rap City in the cut. It was somebody else being interviewed. LL was in a cut with some hat on like this. They're like, "Oh, it's LL Cool J. How would you come from?" He's like, "Yo, B, I'm making this. I'm just, I'm out here because I'm about to drop this new album." And it seemed like you're looking at him like, "Damn, dog, this look low key. You look low key like it looked like LL was washed, dog. He was in the background chilling at somebody else's thing, and he was trying to just be low key, and it was like, what? And then he dropped "Jingling Baby" with that Marley Marl remix. And it smashed. And that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I like the record. 1990. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Every time he come back, it gotta change. It gotta be like LL is back. Because what's gonna happen with this record? Now he got to go around to all these different stations and Mr. LL Cool J is back with his new record. Yeah. This not the record. This not the record for that.
I think this record right here is like let's set the tone. Let's get
it up. You know
what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
They just putting the gas in the car right now.
Yeah, but so I'm saying every song we name is like 30 years old, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the point though. Like, he hasn't had a record out in how many years? Almost 12 years or whatever, right?
11 or 12 years.
Yeah,
but even on the last album he dropped, we don't know nothing.
I don't even know.
Authenticity or something is the name of the album.
Well, at the end of the day, Child was expecting. I'm gonna keep saying expecting because
I hear you. I respect that.
You're looking for a big record, bro. Like, I mean, like the first time you want to hear a record from LL,
I'm looking for a big record.
You want to be like
I'm looking for a big record.
Hip hop.
I wanted a bigger record.
You might have been expecting a girl record.
No, not a girl record. I think I wanted LL to get me with some bars. See, me as a writer, I know I could sit down and write you a story about a drug dealer with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? That's not hard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it don't take no real skill to write that. Right? It don't take no real skill. As an MC, you've been writing cautionary drug dealer tales since the 80s, dog. Like, let's be honest. Like, come on. That's not hard to me. Hard to me is in 2024, can you write 40 bars that's straight fire? And they're like, yo, L killed it. That's hard. He went on Sway, wasn't it Sway?
Yeah, he killed Sway.
He killed it. But you know how hard that had to be to sound relevant right now? 99% of the people from his era couldn't do it.
That freestyle could have been a single.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to go through these comments in a minute, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm not hating the song. The song is good, but I'm like, first of all, tip on the joint. I always paying back. Like, why tip on? But whatever. So like, put it like put it like this. Put it like this. Tip gonna give him some bangers, and Tip gotta lead him, but he only gonna lead him so far. LL gonna make other decisions of his own. I think Rick Ross, and I don't think he used Rick Ross and Fat Joe right. Rick Ross and Fat Joe literally are the party starters in Miami, literally right now. You don't get them for this kind of record. You don't get them for this kind of record.
You should have got on a track with Luke.
Club record.
This kind of track.
You're saying like a club record.
Then I'm gonna go a step further. This gonna F you up. For this track, whether they fit or not, he should have got Conway and Benny. This kind of track should have got Conway and Benny the Butcher. They would have did it. He might got joints with them. This the kind of track for that. Not Rick Ross. Rick Ross did a throwaway verse. Let's just be honest. He did one of his random. I think Rick Ross got a book about 50, 60 raps. And he just lick and flick and put another one and just pick that one and go, I'm the biggest boss. He just spit it and just whatever. So his raps is always the same. And then Fat Joe spit one of Fat Joe verse. It wasn't even catered to this song like that. A little bit, because he kind of like stuck a couple of words from, but whatever. So what I'm saying is this, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get these comments, mad comments. I'm gonna get to the comments right now. I hear you screaming at me, Curtis. It's not that I don't like the song. I just feel like LL got too much on the line because he really wanted this album. He already said, I don't make good albums. He already want this album to be, he's been talking about this album for 3-4 years about Q-Tip produce his whole album. We've been waiting on this album. You cannot come back lackluster and be testing the waters with like little song like, oh, it's cool. Like people, even y'all like, I like that record. Like you're like, you know what I'm saying? I like that record. It's cool. Like, no, you need to be like, oh my God. Like, what's the joint? We just heard something a couple weeks ago. We were like, oh my God. It's like, it shut us down. We was like, this shit is crazy. I'm trying to remember what the song was, but
what, something from Kendrick?
It might have been something from Kendrick, but it was something else before that. It was before the Kendrick. We were going nuts over one song. We all were like, this song is crazy. And that's the kind, when I think about it, because I think we played it. Like, I think we played it on the air. But that's what it has to be, to me. With all this riding on LL, I don't think you could come back with it. It's cool. I like that record. It's all right. Like, you can't come like that.
Basically, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, you ain't like that. You ain't like Houdini.
Who?
You ain't like Eminem Houdini.
Oh, I thought you meant the rap. Yeah. I was gonna say Houdini. I would go that. Oh, but no, I'm saying I didn't think Houdini was a dope track like that. But I do think this LL track, I thought it was dope. I listened to it. I was like,
say less. You know what it's like.
And when I saw the video, I was like, all right. When I listen to music now, one thing I always try to recognize is these are three dudes. You said like Conway and Benny the Butcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't know if their fans would accept LL. That's me. I don't know if they would.
What you mean?
They're more now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're more the now street fans.
Yeah.
LL, he pulls from the legendary status of the early 80s.
Facts.
And he gets respect for being the actor, and people are going to love him as his legendary status. So,
ladies love legend.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Conway and their fans and that group, but
nah, everybody gonna respect L. Everybody gonna. You're right. Let me get to these comments real quick. Yeah. So Miss Diva, she said, I didn't hear it yet. Did he put his lips on it? Pause.
Why is she pausing?
I know.
I'm like, yo, you're a woman. You don't have to pause that.
Jason in the building. Salute, Jason. And then Curtis says, send me a link. I guess he want a link to the joint.
To the song?
I guess so.
Google it, brother. Google it.
JC said, doing the Cabbage Patch. They wilding.
Oh, he must be listening to it, right?
Salute, Trap in the building. Salute. He said, we Vegas bound. Well, Jay, we're going to talk about the Vegas. We'll talk about the Vegas in a minute. Tell them about the Vegas real quick.
Y'all, I'm in Vegas. I'm coming to shut it down. You already know what it is.
Say less. TJ in Vegas. Make sure you get your tickets to that show. Go on his page and find out what.
Everybody in Vegas, find out what's up with that.
Say less. Go on his page and find out where he's gonna be at.
Video when I'm out there too.
Oh, snap.
Bong. I wish I could go. I wish I could go, but I cannot make it. I can't make it for this one.
The record that made you stop and before you get in your car.
Oh yeah. He got a smacker too.
He was getting in his car.
He got a smacker.
He's midway in the car.
And that's not the same joint you play for me and wifey.
Yeah.
The same joint you play for me and wifey?
The night
in here though. You played two different joints.
No, I played
the Selena joint.
With Rosa Baby.
Oh, I heard that joint. Yeah.
Fire.
I'm shooting a video for that too when I come back.
I can't wait.
Say shout out to Rosa Baby.
Let's go.
I'm about to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? To that, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it. Curtis said homicide. I don't know what he was talking about. I forgot. Mama said knock you out. Queens is. Oh, he's trying to guess something. We was talking about something back in the day. Around the Way Girl, Miss Diva said we was talking about different records. Flair's my guy. They don't have no more energy than you, hands down.
Fresh was popping. That's the homie Fresh.
Thank you, Trap.
Leslie.
He's talking about us?
I think he's talking about the rappers.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Trap is
Backseat.
Like big me up for my energy on stage.
He's trying to figure out what record we was talking about with the LL. Leslie in the building.
Fresh was popping. Shake down in the building.
Let's go. Curtis said, y'all don't like Hey Lover when it dropped. Y'all didn't like Hey Lover when it dropped.
It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it.
It was a cool record. It was just a background record. Like I wasn't like, let me bump that, but I knew it was a big record. It didn't have to be. I didn't have to like. I didn't have no problem with it, but I can tell a big record.
And I was a young man at that time. My what I wanted out of hip hop was so different. And as I matured, I listened to it because it was rap, and I'm the type of person I'll listen to music if you put it in front of me, and I'm gonna like really. So I'm like, oh, it's okay, but it wasn't what at that time I wanted to hear. So yeah, I like the song, but I wasn't gonna.
What was the next single after that? From
after Hey Lover, I'm not sure.
Good question.
That That wasn't on that.
That was Phenomenon.
Yeah.
That was way after.
After a while, LL made time-stamped music, Michael Brown said. And then Love You Better was on 10. That's a fact.
Facts.
And then Leslie said Mona Lisa and Ghost. Oh, he's talking about who could have been on the record, I think.
Oh, I was like, what does that mean?
I bought Fendi bag and bamboo earrings because of El. Oh, Miss Diva bought Fendi bag and bamboo.
That's a roundaway girl.
At least 2 pair. Pink cookies in a plastic bag being crushed by a building. That's when he felt. See, LL goes in waves. He goes up, he goes down, he goes. And right there, that shows you when LL can make a mistake. LL can make a mistake. Pink cookies in a plastic bag was the single, and it was a mistake. And time told us.
There's a story behind that song too.
What's the story? He was high.
Yeah, they was in the studio high, and I think some chick called him or something, and he said something about pink cookies in a plastic. It's like a funny story though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Didn't like Mobb Deep use that same sample?
I think
for
they
that
did.
beat?
And they made it better. That cannabis track put them young dudes in their place. Don't front.
What cannabis?
The cannabis.
You talking about that 4, 3, 2, 1, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because cannabis, he spazzed on it.
We're not gonna rewrite history and act like cannabis didn't spaz.
I was like,
he
yeah,
spazzed on there.
I ain't gonna front. I think cannabis kind of whooped LL's ass in that.
I think LL overreacted and LL overreacted. We got a battle for no reason, but LL overreacted. Said, let me borrow that mic on your arm, and then LL overreacted, and that's why we ended up with this whole battle.
But do you think he overreacted just off of the ego?
Yep.
Yeah, but
basically what it sounds like.
It sounds like because
cannabis is like basically saluting him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And LL took it like, I'm snatching that mic, like give me that. I think deep down he kind of was a little like not intimidated, but he kind of looked like this young dude is coming for my spot, and I don't let nobody come for my spot.
Yeah.
So anything you saying to LL is going at that time is going to get him a little bit like what you say, like you know what I'm saying. So he like, yo, I love that mic. He asked L, could he get the exact same mic on his arm, which he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that.
He said, let me borrow that.
But then he asked L before the record. When he first met L, he's like, yo, you my idol, da-da-da. I want to be just like you. Whatever he said, then he was like, that mic on your arm, do you mind if I get one that's similar, exact same mic on my arm as yours? So LL was like, no, don't get my mic. Don't get the, you know what I'm saying? LL took it like, fuck you mean? Like, this is an original piece of art. Like, I had 5 sessions with this, get this shit. Like, it's a whole wire, all this shit. Got my baby daughter name here. Like, fuck you talking? No, fuck no, you can't have this mic. So then, I guess, whatever, even though he told him no about the mic, Cannabis said, yo, let me borrow that. Let me get that mic on your arm. Let me borrow that. So he's like, oh, now you playing with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So LL took it, whatever. But let me keep it going. Curtis said Saturday Night Special is getting hella play. Listen, Kurt, I bet it is. Take It featuring Joe. Authentic was the song. LL Eminem. She said he needs some money. I doubt LL. LL does not need no money. I promise you that. LL still on freaking he's still on NCIS. He's spending them NCIS checks. He's straight, bro. And he just came off that radio tour, that daggone Force tour, that Rock the Bells tour. He's straight. He's straight, Miss Diva. You better link up. Thomasina in the building. Say it. Say hi. Say the name. Tana.
We're doing the block party on the 29th. Everybody should come out to the West Rib House block party. We got a collab set.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that.
I'm coming over there. Yeah. I need that fried fish. I need that catfish.
No, Curtis, that's not the track with Eminem. Well, maybe I don't know.
I think Victor was just kind of late to the party, just bringing it up.
No, Curtis said that.
All right.
Curtis said that's the track with Eminem. I think he was talking about something else. Nah, that was easy for him. She's talking about when I was talking about the verses, the vocals for that song, how easy it is to write about a random drug dealer.
All right.
Oh, he said he needed Flow Rider.
For a different type of track, not that track.
Yeah.
But I think LL feature's gonna be crazy. I think everybody in the game will want to work on that joint.
That's a fact.
I think everybody in the game gonna want. LL could call really anybody. He probably could get, if he tried 2 or 3 calls, he probably can get Jay-Z on that joint. Like, I know he can get. He probably already got a Nas joint.
They had issues with each other.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Dead ass. And right now, if you're trying to corner the market, he might got Kanye and L on there, like Jay on there. Like right now, L cannot have this album. He cannot have this album fail. He just cannot have it. If this album fail, LL is done. Leslie said he don't need to. He only came back to activate a budget that's been sitting in there in his regardless albums complete.
Oh, he might know something we don't know.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because LL, I think LL, first of all, Def Jam been lowering LL budget for years, and LL got off Def Jam. I don't even know if this album's gonna be on Def Jam.
I thought they gave all this shit.
Yeah, I don't think LL is even on Def Jam. So I think this budget is LL money out of his pocket budget. Like, I don't think LL even have a deal right now.
I mean, years ago, LL did a.
I don't think LL needs a deal.
He don't.
I think LL, like Russell Simmons, if I'm not mistaken, Google this, people. LL was given like 100% of all his shit from Russell Simmons.
Something like that.
Like all the money he makes is not even getting pinched off. He's getting like damn near all of it.
That's wild.
Like Russell, this was an interview he did.
So he's like, save that money for the kids.
Yeah, Russell Simmons was like, yo,
we're gonna spend his TV money.
Yeah, Russell Simmons was kind of like, yo, you are Def Jam here, and bless him with all his shit. Like, I think LL gets like all his royalties, all his.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did that.
Like, Google it. Don't take my word for it. I remember watching this.
Just think, LL was
like LL was banking
a Def Jam.
Yeah. Yep. He built Def Jam.
He drops an album that flops, he's getting all the money.
He built Def Jam.
He was going on his own tours.
He did. Katie said, "I'm so old. I go to Vegas for the food."
Hey yo, I'm not even mad at you because that damn seafood, that all-you-can-eat seafood spot is serious, yo.
We was in Vegas a couple of months ago. Let's see. Y'all need to listen to Pink Cookies.
Side Dog said it was Mobb Deep. Yep.
Y'all need to listen to Pink Cookies right now and hear the homage of the rappers given. Y'all don't pay attention to the lyrics. And you know what though? It really don't matter because nobody really liked that song either way. At that time, everyone was on powder, so that's probably why he overreacted.
That's exactly what it was. In his book, he says that. He breaks down because it talks about all of that. Everything we're talking about right now in his book, he breaks that shit down. Like, yeah, he started fucking with the candy.
Booger sugar.
And what Cannabis say? Acting like you're a drug-free role model. We saw you get high recently.
Who seen you smoke weed recently?
That was a bitch ass line. Cannabis shouldn't say. But hold on. LL laid the foundation for Drake. Bam Nitty in the building. He said difference is one started the culture while the other exploited it. One day we'll have a whole round table on how Drake exploited it. And then Bam Nitty said LL best verse was flavor in your ear, LMA. Nah, we're not gonna do that. That's a good ear shit. Yeah. Blowticious, skeevy, delicious. Give me goose goose. Give me goose.
Damn, she hollers from Hollis to Hollywood.
But is he good?
Just like the jeans, flavor like praline, slick
daddy. I mean,
I love it when he does it.
What the hell is
talking about? Now tell me, was it really just the flavor that be kicking your ear? I was loving that shit.
And he just said it so dope. He said it so dope.
Yeah. I'm a fan of charisma, bro. Yeah. You can say something trash with charisma, and I'm like, I buy it now.
Is shit?
Blowticious.
They trying to say he said he, she. They trying to say the controversy is that he was saying he, she, like a he, she.
I heard that.
See, Bam Nitty said he, she. He wrote that in the comments. Salute. TJ Big Flares, what up? Brian Johnson in the building.
Oh, what up, Brian?
Shit, Cousin B, what up?
Wow, Brian. I heard you.
What's up, cuz?
Got a lot of heads.
He's in the boxing.
I know he's in the boxing shit. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, she said no, not Def Jam. Leslie said not Def Jam. Distribution. And then LL owns his masters. Curtis said, which you still, it is what it is. You still got to play the distributor. He gets 100%.
Some kind of thing. Russell Simmons was like, "You're blessed."
No, 100%. That's your blessed. It's shit.
Now, Fresh know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's your blessed. He said, and have points in the company. LL negotiated that. That was a banger. Let me see. That's his sugar daddy Simmons. Oh snap! That's Miss Diva said that. Bam Natty said, trust bro, I've heard every LL verse, watch every movie he was in, even the lip sync and the crutch groove. Box. Yo. We said the audition's over. Box. But as far as beat, the competition and flow adjustment compared to his diss tracks. All right, so listen, don't compare. Don't compare to his diss tracks. Bam Nitty. Just subscribe. Salute, Bam Nitty. Salute. I hope you subscribe to one of the channels on the YouTube. So listen, I want to move on. We done.